I am a homeschooling mom, a homemaker, and a military spouse, and I also love to bake. So I'm going to be making 2 Dutch apple pies that we're going to take to a friend's house for Thanksgiving. And I usually don't like pie. I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't like any type of pie. I don't know why the texture just like, it's like gross to me. But just this past year, my husband and I, when we lived in 29 Palms, there was a local baker and they had like a come try one of everything that like is on her menu. So she had little samples of stuff, not like a big pie or anything, but she had little Dutch apple pies and I was just blown away with how awesome they were. They were so delicious. I might have eaten like 6 of them, just little things. So since I want to enjoy Thanksgiving dessert, so what better way to enjoy it than to just make it myself so I know it's homemade and it's gonna be delicious. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I make a homemade crust and then homemade filling, homemade stuff on the top. It's so good. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right, so I have these little fruit baskets full of Granny Smith apples. And that is the apples we're going to use. We're going to use 5 to 6 cups of diced apple. I don't know how many apples that it's going to take, so I bought 9 pounds of apples just in case. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is add the flour, sugar, and salt all to the mixing bowl and turn it on. Let the whisk mix it all together. And while that's happening, I'm going to cube up 2 sticks of butter that are cold. I just got these from the fridge. Do not use like melted butter or anything. Cold butter. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 3/4 cup of flour. I'll probably put it just like where the tablespoon mark is. Maybe a little smaller. I have a little helper. Okay, so she's going to help me put the butter in. Yay! We want to mix the dry mixture with the butter until the butter breaks down to little ball size or like pea size pieces, and then we will slowly add some cold water in next. Okay, so it's not perfect. So what I'm gonna do is just use my hand to squish together any butter that's in here. Just squish it with the flour mixture so there's not big chunks of butter in here. I'm gonna turn it on one more time and mix it. Yeah, those pieces look a lot smaller. So now what we're gonna do is add the cold water very slowly. And we're adding 1/2 cup of cold water. Okay, so we're gonna move this over. I'm gonna get my flour. We're gonna put it on the counter and combine the dough better and then divide it in half because it needs to sit in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours. I'm gonna shoot closer to the 2-hour range because I need to hang up the last bit of our Christmas lights outside. And so let's get that started. Okay, so now you want to get some saran wrap or plastic wrap and cut out 2 pieces for both pieces of the dough. We're going to put that in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours. While that's going on, I'm going to take you guys outside and show you what I have done with our Christmas decorations. I went out of control this year. I don't know why. I was just feeling festive. We got a lot of Christmas lights for the house. All right, so you can't even tell because it's daytime. But I did yesterday. I put lights around the window, the door, those windows. This bush has some lights on it. The Mickey, candy canes, Minnie Mouse. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the ladder and I'm going to put some lights all the way across the roof. Because the baby is asleep. And that's the only time I can get anything done. Because my husband works like 12, 16-hour days. But oh yeah, look, bicycle lights right here above the garage. I found those. Those lights are from Big Lots, and I got them in like 2010, and they've survived like 4 moves and a lot of wear and tear. But anyways, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay guys, it has been 3 hours that the pie crust dough has been in the fridge. I have been putting up more Christmas lights outside. We went to the library to pick up 15 books about snow and winter and yada yada yada, and then I went to Big Lots because I needed 2 more extension cords. Do you guys want to see? You want to see what I did to our yard? I know you do. First of all, I had a huge dilemma about wreath or no wreath. Wreath between the 2 doors, wreath on the outside. I just went with no wreath and got whatever this is where they make your door look like a package. Here we go to the sidewalk, and look at icicle lights, roof lights, bushes lights, lights on the window, lights on the door, everything. So cool. And the twinkly lights have 16 different settings. And this one was the most fun. So that is what I have been doing while the pie crust has been in the fridge. And my head's still cold, so I have a beanie on. So let's pull the pie crust out, and we are gonna roll it out. Okay guys, so I need to little disclaimer that I didn't clean my countertop after I floured it earlier. I just swiped off the big chunks. I don't know if you can tell. Probably, yes you can. All that white. So when you're watching me roll out my pie crust, yes, my counter looks dirty, but it's because there's flour on it from earlier, because I'm just going to put flour on it again, so whatever. But anyway, so I have my pie crust dough out. I'm going to roll it out. I need my pie pan. I have 2 9.5-inch glass pie pans. The recipe doesn't call to butter the bottom of it before you put the pie crust in it, but I'm going to do it anyways because it's going to make me feel a lot better. So you're welcome to do that too. And let's just get to it. Okay, so now that I have my dough rolled out, I'm putting the pan above it because I think that's the best way to do it. It's about, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be beautiful, but you know what? It's made with love, so it's gonna taste good. It just might look a little crazy, but that's okay. Okay, next step is to cut off the excess. I'm gonna cut halfway on this little lip of the pie crust. Okay, so since my pie crust wasn't perfect, I mean it doesn't really matter because that's the inside and nobody's gonna notice that. This is gonna be my first time trying to crimp the edges. Last time I made it, I just left it like that and was like, whatever. So you're going to put your pointer finger and your thumb together and then take your other pointer finger and squish it. I should do it the other way. I don't know. Squish. 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 Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness. Okay, so that went way better than I thought it was gonna go. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge to still keep it cool while I do the other dough. And my baking is like kind of like the baking on Nailed It, that show on Netflix. It tastes good, but it's not like professional looking, obviously, because I'm not a professional. And so don't judge my crimping on my pie crust, folks. I'm a beginner. Anyways. Okay, so now we're gonna set the oven to 375. Okay, so now that I have my pie crust in the refrigerator, I have my mixing bowl again because it has the measurements for cups on it. It goes all the way to 12 cups. Now I'm cutting up enough apples to fill my measuring bowl to 6 cups. Okay, the next step for the filling, we're gonna need sugar, flour, cinnamon, brown sugar, and lemon juice. My lemons were not gonna survive until this video, so I squeezed a bunch of lemons, and not a bunch, obviously. I squeezed like 2 lemons and put it in this container. So you'll need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of sugar, and then 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, so we're gonna set the filling aside and get out another bowl, and we're gonna make the crumbly topping that is on Dutch apple pie. So we're gonna need almost the same ingredients again, just more butter. We need 1/3 cup sugar, 1/3 cup brown sugar, and 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of flour. And then cube up 1 stick of butter. Okay, so now that all the ingredients are in there, the instructions say to take a fork and mix it all together, but I don't have time for that. Let's try a fork. I was just trying to speed the process up, and I guess that's what I get. I just made more of a mess. Looks good, right? So some of the juice from the apples kind of like soaked out, I'm sure. So we're just going to like scoop it in, but make sure, can you see? See the juice? We don't want that. This is gonna make you have a soggy pie. Nobody has time for that. So we're gonna spoon it in. All right, so now we're gonna take this crumbly mixture and just spread it all on top everywhere. Okay, so I didn't use all of it, but I'm happy with like the coverage of it. Okay, so I'm gonna put the pie in the oven. It's at 375. The recipe says to put it on the lower rack for 50 minutes, but I am not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it on the middle rack and I'm gonna check it in 50 minutes. I want this top part to be a little bit bubbly, so we will keep checking on it. Here goes nothing. We are at the 40-minute mark, and my crust is looking a little burnt. That's okay. You guys, what luck I have. So I'm making the second crumbly top for the second pie, and I run out of flour. I need to fill this cup up and 2 tablespoons worth. I just had to go to the store and buy 5 pounds of flour. You guys, look at my poor crust. It looks like a burnt potato chip. If anyone knows how to not burn their pie crust, let me know, because I need help. I'm about to put my second pie in there and it's probably gonna happen again. I need help and a nap. Okay, so I just went back to my instructions. It says that if your crust starts to burn before the top is like bubbling, that you should loosely cover it with foil. So now that I know that, I'm gonna do that with our second pie. Here we go, pie number 2. And then this pie is 2 minutes shy of being in there for 60 minutes. Barely getting some bubbles in it. I'm just gonna take it out at 60 minutes so I don't burn the crust any more than I already have. Y'all, look at this poor pie. The poor crust, it's so burned. And here's my loosely covered second pie. You guys, loosely fit foil is a game changer. Look at my crust. Look at that crust. Look at this crust. Oh my goodness. So it's not done. I'm going to put it in like maybe 10 more minutes, but OMG, that is beautiful. Not so much. Y'all put me on that show. Nailed it. Nailed it. Didn't nail it. You guys, this is the face of someone who is very tired. Today has been so long. I messed up my first pie, did really good on my second pie, ran out of flour in the middle of it. If you can hear that in the background, that's my kids' sound machine because they are already asleep and I'm not making pies. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys try Dutch apple pie if you haven't, because it is so good. And let me know what you guys think of this video. Like it, share it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm gonna go take a nap. Oh my goodness, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.